Hi friends, welcome. Come over to the Insight Timer app to be part of our live experience together, our interactive experience. Welcome. We'll wait about a minute for others to join, and then we will begin. Thanks for being here. Hi everyone, welcome. We'll begin in just a moment. Excuse me. Hi. Hi Heike, welcome. Feel free to share where you are in the world. Say hello so we know you're here. All together, our global community. And as a reminder, if you are not on Insight Timer, hey Bells, come join us on Insight Timer. All right, we will get started. Hi Yadi. Perfect. All right, so let's just do a little sound test and then we will get started. So I am back on the mat now, and we're just doing a sound test. Can you hear me clearly? Can you hear the music? Is the music quiet? We ideally want it to be on the quieter side. So again, just checking to see if you can hear me clearly, if the mic is coming through clearly, if the music is clear and not too loud. Feel free to share in the chat. Let me know how that is for you. Okay, thanks, Bells. And how's the volume of the music, friends? Again, I'd ideally like it to be a lower volume for you all, so especially for those who prefer no music, so that it's not intrusive for their practice. So how's that music volume with me back here at the mat? Looks like the chat is running on the slower side, as it tends to do at times, so thanks for your patience as I'm waiting for your response to come in about the music. Okay, great. Thank you. And that might be too quiet. How is... Well, we'll just start on the quieter side all around. How's that? I turned it down quite a bit. So hopefully you can just kind of barely hear it now. I'll keep speaking so you can kind of see the difference between the sound of my voice and the music. Hello, hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Bells, is that better? Does that sound a little more faint of your experience after that? Okay, wonderful. Thanks so much for your support there. Hi, Irina. Okay, great. Thank you. All right, wonderful. Let's get started then. So I invite you to have a mat, also have any props that you like to use for your practice. I often don't really use props because I know not everyone has access to them, so please feel free to have them. For anyone that I'm getting to meet for the first time, my name is Selena Lael. This is an intermediate Vinyasa Yoga Asana practice. Yoga is so much more than just the physical postures called asanas. That will be our focus today, focusing on the physicality, which of course, sorry, I'm looking for my words. I was up very late performing last night, so my brain's still trying to kick on here. Uh, Even when we are focusing on the asanas, which are fantastic for, of course, stretching the body, strengthening the body, helping to detoxify the body, there's so much happening in the energetic systems of the body as well. We have these 72,000 energetic channels running through the physicality, the nadis, and then of course, we have the chakras. You've probably heard of chakras or seen chakras in an image. We have all of these different energetic centers and pathways in the physicality. And when we are consciously breathing and moving the body in these specific poses, we're also moving the energy so that it can all function optimally. All of our different systems, physical, energetic, subtle, everything functioning optimally. And for anyone who's maybe newer to the practice of yoga, again, yoga is so much more than this physical practice. And the word yoga means union, union of our experience of being human with higher consciousness, self, source, I am presence. And if you don't believe in anything beyond this physical form, you could also just think about yoga as this beautiful practice, series of different techniques and practices, and really a lifestyle to bring all aspects of ourself into harmony. The mind, the body, the emotions, everything coming into alignment so we can have the fullest experience of this beautiful life within ourself, within our relationships, in the world. So, a couple of pointers. Well, just to finish an introduction for anyone who's newer to our time together, we do have a group on the app called Love Heals All. I have a 10-day course, Yogic Practices for a Peaceful Life. I have many, many, many audio recordings, and I have a live schedule each week on the app. Please check the schedule on my profile page, as it will be a little different over the next month as I'm traveling. Being that this is an intermediate practice, I really invite you to be aware of what your body is needing, especially if you're unfamiliar with some of the poses or your body is feeling like certain aspects of the practice today are too strong. At any time, please take a resting pose. If you know a modification that works better for your body, thank you for honoring your body. This is not about doing exactly what I'm doing. Please nourish yourself however you need. I tend to have practices that might be labeled a little more energizing, a little stronger at times. For some, it's probably really, really relaxed and easy. Of course, it's all relative. So please, again, honor your body and thank you for that. Wonderful. I think that's everything. Yes. So if you need any padding for your knees, if you need anything to support you, please have that available now. This is a 60-minute practice, and we always begin after the introduction. So we will move into the fullness of the 60 minutes now after this intro. If you do need to leave early for any reason, please be sure to take time for Shavasana at the end, this lying down resting pose that is a powerful pose for integrating everything that has been moving. Last but not least, because I'm further away from the computer and I can't see your comments, if there's ever an issue with the sound or anything else that seems like a collective issue, please feel free to just send a whole slew of emojis so that you catch my attention. Because if you just send a comment, I won't see it. But if you send a bunch of emojis, that will alert me that something needs to be tended to. All right. Thank you all. Thank you all so much for being here, for taking this time for us to be together and to be with our own beloved self. Let's begin by finding a comfortable seated position. We're going to begin with a little pranayama today, some breath control. We'll begin with Anuloma Viloma, this alternate nostril breathing that is really wonderful for balancing the hemispheres of the brain, soothing the nervous system, lowering blood pressure, and so much more. I think I'm going to pause the music for pranayama. Okay. So from your comfortable seated position, I won't be mirroring you for this, so please use your right hand. Sit tall. Relax the jaw. If you wish, you can gently touch the tongue to the roof of the mouth, just behind the upper teeth. Relax the shoulders down. We'll cover the right nostril with the right thumb. And if you wish, you can just gently rest the index and middle fingers up on the first eye, the Ajna chakra between the brows. So we cover the right nostril, completely compress it. Inhale through the left. Cover left, exhale right. And of course, if you're having any sinus issues, you can just breathe deeply and consciously with us. Inhale right nostril, cover left. Cover right, exhale left. Inhale left. Cover left, exhale right. Slow, deep breathing. Inhale right. Cover right, exhale left. Inhale left. Cover left, exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Release the hand. Take a deep breath in. Hold the breath. Relax the jaw. Soften the belly and the shoulders. Exhale slowly through the nose. Breathe naturally. Bring the palms to touch at the heart center. Feel the sternum lifting up into the thumbs. Set your sankalpa, your intention for practice. Lovely. Make your way onto all fours. Wrists beneath shoulders, knees beneath hips. Lift the fingers, spread them wide. Root back down through the base of the index fingers and thumbs so there's this evenness through the palms. Inhale, crown and tailbone lift up, belly melts down. Exhale, spine to sky, chin to chest, tilt the tailbone under. Inhale, lift the tailbone, lift the crown of the head, melt the belly down. Exhale, spine to the sky. Continue. Allow there to be a space between the teeth so the jaw is relaxed. Start to really bring your presence to this experience rather than just moving through this robotically. Become aware of your breath. Feel every little movement in the body. If Ujjayi Pranayama is part of your practice, you can engage this breathing. Come back to a neutral spine, and then just move in any way that feels good. Maybe you'd like to take circles with the head and the tailbone, or just any movement that feels nourishing. If you're making circles, change directions. Great. Come back to neutral. Bring the big toes to touch. Sink the hips back to the heels. Rest the torso down. Relax the forehead toward the floor. Maybe it touches, maybe it doesn't. We all have different bodies. Can you be grateful for the experience of your body? If this is more or less comfortable, this is a great pose to take anytime you're needing a rest. Breathe deeply. You may feel this in the back, the front of the hips, the thighs. Inhale, rise back up to all fours. Walk your hands far forward. Keep the hips high this time. Melt the heart down. Relax the forehead toward the earth, maybe on the earth for puppy pose. Extended arms. And if you'd like to experience more sensation here, you can hug the navel to the spine. If you have already practiced today and your body is feeling very open, you may wish to bring the chin to the mat. As I shared in our last practice together, if you were here, I often come back to the philosophy just because you can doesn't mean you should, especially when it comes to these amazing bodies. Often we come to the yoga mat and we're already flexible, and it's easy to overextend or not engage the muscles properly, but stretch deeply. Breathe deeply. Feel this opening in the front side of the body. Inhale, walk your hands back in, come back to all fours. And of course, contrary to popular belief, you do not need to be flexible to practice yoga asanas. This is the intention to support the body. So if you feel stiff as a board, you're in the right place also. Extend back through the right leg. Kick the left leg out just a little for balance here. Roll to the inside of the right foot. Release the sole of the foot down if that's possible. Weight in the left hand. Reach the right arm up to the sky. And then if it feels good, bring the arm over the ear. Long side body stretch. Keep rooting down to the outer edge of the right foot. Shoulders pull away from ears. Beautiful, friends. If you'd like to bring this more into the front side of the body, the hip flexors, and it feels safe, you can begin to press that right hip forward and maybe bring the head back a little. This is only if it feels good. It's not necessary. Inhale, reach the right arm up to the sky. Exhale, release it down. Bring the knees, the feet back in. Rock the hips a little side to side. Ooh, I really needed that after performing last night. Dance. Dancing, dancing. Extend back through the left leg. Right leg kicks out a little here for balance. Roll to the inside of the left foot. Drop the sole of the foot down. Weight in the right hand. Left arm reaches up. Really extend. And then if it feels good, left arm over ear. Keep rooting down through the outer edge of left foot. Breathe, my friends. Maybe press that hip forward and the head back a little. Or it's really not the head, it's the upper spine. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, right arm up or left arm up. That would be interesting. And then bring the hand down, knees and feet in. Rock a little side to side. Walk the hands a little further forward so that they are in alignment with the shoulders still, but they're further forward now. Hug the navel toward the spine. See that the creases of the wrists are parallel to the top of the mat. Tuck the toes under. Lift the hips up and back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Downward facing dog. Let's bend the knees here. Step one heel back at a time. Move side to side. Shoulders pull up toward the ears. No, no, no. Shoulders pull up away from the ears. I guess we could actually pull them toward the ears so that we could work with a little contraction and expansion, but we won't do that. Beautiful. Bend the knees, lift both heels, drop both heels over to the left now. Extend through the right leg to reach the right heel down. So the left heel is lifted, right heel is pressing down. We're opening through the side of the body here. Bend the right knee, lift both heels, drop them over to the right, and then reach the left heel down, right heel is lifted. So that right knee is bent to achieve this pose. Let's inhale, come back to center. You can always keep the knees bent here if the backside of the body is feeling tight. Hug the navel toward the spine. Press the chest back toward the thighs. Crown of the head reaches down toward the earth, toward the fingers. Beautiful. Lift up onto the balls of the feet. Roll through the spine, high plank pose. We're really activating some shoulder strength here. And then let's exhale to press back, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale to roll through the spine, high plank. Exhale back. Wonderful. Little wrist stretch also. One more time. Inhale, high plank. Exhale back. Beautiful, friends. Bend the knees and take baby steps all the way up to the top of the mat. Big toes are parallel or touching if that's your preference. Fingertips to shins, long arms, long spine, Ardha Uttanasana, shoulders back. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Option to bend the knees, press into the feet, rise all the way up, palms touch. Exhale, hands to the heart. Beautiful. Navel gently hugs in towards spine. Inhale, reach the arms up, palms touch. Exhale to dive forward. Inhale, half lift and lengthen, shoulders back, weight in the toes. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, plant the palms, step, lightly hop back, high plank. Lower down knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga all the way to the belly. Elbows pull back and close. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Pubic bone stays in contact with the earth. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Downward facing dog. 3 slow, deep breaths. Hug the navel toward the spine. Option to bend the knees. Inhale, look forward between the hands. Exhale, bend the knees to step or lightly hop to the top of the mat, fold forward. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, half lift, long spine. Exhale, fold. Option to bend the knees. Inhale, rise all the way up, flat back if possible. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, reach the arms out wide, lengthen. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, half lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, plant the palms, step, or lightly hop back, high plank. Lower down to the belly or chaturanga, your push-up. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Thighs are off the mat. We'll all make our way back. Downward facing dog. 3 slow, deep breaths. So as a reminder, you have 3 options. 1, skip the vinyasa altogether, especially if you have anything happening in your shoulder or you don't feel like you've built enough strength. 2, bhujangasana, cobra pose, pubic bone is in contact with the mat. 3, and of course you're welcome to alternate. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog, thighs are off the mat. Inhale, look forward between the hands. Exhale, bend the knees to step or lightly hop to the top of the mat, fold forward. Inhale, half lift and lengthen, shoulders back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, reach. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, half lift and lengthen, shoulders back, navel draws in. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, plant the palms, step, or lightly hop back and move through your vinyasa, or just come to downward facing dog, your choice. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Big toes touch. Inhale the right leg up and back. Hug the navel in toward the spine. Press the chest back. Bend the right knee. Stack the hips. Right toes fall behind. Oh, this one feels good. Lift the knee a little higher. Inhale, square the hips, lengthen the right leg. Option to stay here. Or exhale, knee to nose, high plank. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, right knee. Right elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, left elbow. Beautiful. One more time if you wish. Inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, right elbow. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, cross the body. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, softly step right foot through between the hands. Keep the back heel lifted. Hug the navel toward the spine. Sink low. Arms alongside the body. Inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. Bend the back knee, tilt the tailbone down, hug the navel in. Then begin to extend through that back leg. Beautiful, friends. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw the elbows back and down. Baby back bend here. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, draw the elbows down. Beautiful. One more. Inhale. Exhale, draw the elbows down. Inhale, reach. Exhale, touch down. Step the right leg back. Move through your vinyasa or just come to downward facing dog. Big toes touch. Inhale the left leg up and back. Hug the navel in. Keep the hips square to start. Bend the left knee. Stack the hips. Toes fall behind. Thank you for your graciousness with me today, friends. Lift the knee a little higher. Breathe. Inhale, square the hips, lengthen the left leg. Option to stay here. Or exhale, knee to nose, high plank. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, left elbow. Inhale. Exhale, cross the body. Beautiful. You got this. Inhale, one more if you wish. Knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, left. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, right. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale, softly step left foot through between the hands. Back heel is lifted, belly on thigh. Arms reach back. Inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. Bend the back knee, tilt the tailbone, draw the navel in. Then begin to extend through that leg. A little different, yes? Inhale, lengthen up, shoulders relax down. Exhale, draw the elbows down, open, beautiful. Inhale, exhale. One more, inhale, exhale. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, touch down, step the left leg back, move through your vinyasa or just come to Adho Mukha Svanasana. 3 slow, deep breaths. You can always take a resting pose here. Inhale, look forward between the hands. Exhale, bend the knees, step or lightly hop to the top of the mat, fold forward. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, flat back. Exhale, fold. Press into the feet, option to bend the knees, rise up, inhale. Exhale, hands to the heart, beautiful. Inhale, reach wide, lengthen. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, half lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, plant the palms, step or lightly hop back. Move through your vinyasa or just come to downward facing dog. Big toes touch. Inhale the right leg up and back. Bend the knee, stack the hips. Beautiful. Let's do a little deeper opening. I think we're ready for it. So option to stay here or bend that left knee. Reach the right foot all the way down behind you. Flip your hips up to the sky. Right arm alongside the ear. Wild thing. Inhale. Exhale, flip yourself back over, 3-legged dog. Extend the right leg up and back. 1 round of knee to nose. So inhale if you wish. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, right elbow. Inhale. Exhale, left elbow. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, softly step right foot through between the hands. Back heel is lifted. Inhale, crescent lunge. Bend, engage, lengthen. Beautiful, friends. Inhale here. Exhale, twist open to the right. Beautiful. Inhale, center, sink a little lower. Exhale, twist open to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, beautiful. 2 more, you got this. Inhale, feel this movement of breath, energy, sweat, emotion, whatever's coming up. Wonderful. Stay here, or if you wish, bring your right hand down to your left thigh. Reach left arm up by the ear. Inhale, reach the right arm up, crescent lunge. Exhale, touch down, beautiful. Right leg back, vinyasa. Big toes touch. Inhale, left leg up and back, bend the knees, stack the hips. And then again, option to stay here or bend the right knee, drop the left foot down behind, flip your hips up and over, left arm up by the ear, wild thing. And if this is just totally out of your scope of possibility today, no issue. Do whatever your body needs right now. Rest, hold the other pose. Flip yourself back over, extend the left leg up and back. Inhale. Exhale, optional knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, left elbow. Inhale. Exhale, across the body. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, softly step left foot through. Right heel is lifted. Hug the navel in. Inhale, crescent lunge. Bend, engage, then lengthen. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale, twist open to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Sink a little deeper. Keep pressing out through the back heel. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Two more. Wow, I'm really feeling this in my thighs today. Last one. Beautiful. Option to stay here or reach that left hand back for the right thigh, right arm up by ear. Relax the shoulders. Inhale, left arm reaches up, crescent lunge. Exhale, touch down, step the left leg back, move through your vinyasa. Three slow, deep breaths, or maybe child's pose, your choice. Inhale, look forward between the hands. Exhale, bend the knees to step or lightly hop and fold forward. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, shoulders back, weight in the toes. Exhale, fold. Press into the feet, hug the navel in, rise up as you inhale. Exhale, hands to the heart. Beautiful, friends. Lovely. Let's play a little bit with Virabhadrasana 3 here, our warrior 3 pose. Get in some standing balance today. And as a reminder, we did start this session after the introduction, so our 60 minutes will end at about 10 after the hour, unless, of course, you are in India or any other place in the world that I might not be aware of that has a half an hour time difference rather than on the hour. Okay, so hands to the hips, hug the navel in, so we engage this core. We're conscious of protecting the low back. Let's start by kicking that right foot forward, flex the right foot. So we really start to activate the right leg, strong leg here. Drop that right hip down a little. Great. And then swing the leg back. You might have to lift the hip up a little bit to do that. That's okay. Keep the navel really engaged toward the spine. And then begin to hinge forward. The hands can stay at the hips. Micro bend in the standing leg. And now you'll find here that maybe this right hip wants to fly up. Feel that right hip dropping down. So we're squaring the hips. Beautiful, friends. Hands stay to the hips, shoulders back. Feel the crown of the head reaching away from that back foot. And keep flexing that back leg. Flexing that back foot. Inhale. Exhale, press into the standing leg. Rise up. And just a little play here. Bring the knee to the chest. Interlace the fingers. See if you can hold on to that knee. Drop the right hip down again. Roll through the right ankle. Relax your face. Change directions. Beautiful. Release the knee. Shake it out. Second side. Hands to the hips. Navel engages toward the spine. Extend the left leg out. Flex the foot. Active left leg. Drop the hip down a little. Swing the left leg back. Micro bend in the standing leg. Drishti is focused, so allow your gaze to be focused on one spot on the floor. Drop the left hip down so the hips are square here. Crown of the head reaches away. Whoops, from that back foot. That's what happens when you don't focus your gaze. You start to fall. That's okay. Shoulders pull back. Beautiful. Bend the standing leg a little. Swing the left foot forward. Knee to chest if possible, or just maybe not to the chest, hands interlaced. Roll through left ankle. Change directions. Release. Shake it out. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's take one more standing posture here. Let's see how much more time do we have. Oh, we have a good 30 minutes. Beautiful. Okay. Garudasana. Eagle pose. So again, honor your body. If your body's not doing this today or any day, that's perfectly fine. Let this be about you and your experience. That's, of course, one of the greatest gifts, even with the physical practice of yoga. It's an invitation to say, how am I? What is happening in the body, the mind, the emotions? Can I be the observer of all of these sensory experiences? And rather than being so caught in my reactions to life, to my inner world, to my thoughts and feelings and these sensations, can I become this presence that I am to hold a loving space for all of it to exist, for me to exist just as I am? Let's bring the weight over into the left foot. Spread the toes if that makes any sense for your body, and bend your knees a little. Open the arms out. Let's see if we're going here. So open the arms out. Let's cross. Oh, I think I have to move this someplace for this pose. Arms open out. Cross the left arm under the right. Now, for some of us, this is as far as we're going to go. That's okay. Bend the elbows. Maybe the forearms come closer. Maybe you can bring the palms to touch with the thumbs pointing back toward the face. Hug the navel into the spine. Cross the right leg over the left. See if you can hug that knee down and maybe even hook the foot behind you. Beautiful. Hug the navel in, sink low in the hips, weight in the right heel. Gaze is focused. Drishti is focused on one point. Breathe deeply. Beautiful, friends. One more breath here. We'll play a little bit if you wish. So uncross the legs, keep the arms bound. Extend that right leg back. Come into bound Virabhadrasana 3. Hug the navel in toward the spine. Keep dropping the right hip down. Lift the elbows away from you. So really feel like the fingers are reaching away from the hips. Back of the neck is long. Press into the standing leg. Rise all the way up. Beautiful. Release the bind. Open the arms. Open the chest. Give a little shake. Second side. I love you. I'm so grateful to be together. I feel your energy. I feel your presence, and I'm grateful. Makes me have a longing to be in the same room together. Okay, second side. Let's see. I think this mic is in an okay place for this. Reach the arms out wide. This time, the left arm crosses under the right. Stay here if this is where you are today. That's fine. Did I say right arm? Sorry. Right arm crosses under left. I'm mirroring you, so it's good brain food. Maybe bend the elbows. Maybe bring the palms to touch with the fingers pointing back toward the face. Okay. Bend the knees. Bring the weight over into the right foot this time. Spread the toes if that makes any sense. Cross the left leg over the right. Maybe hook the toes behind the right calf. Sink low. Weight in the heel. Hug the navel toward the spine. Very nice. Breathe. Gaze is focused. Garudasana. You are this powerful eagle, this energy of life, this force of love. One more slow, deep breath here. Beautiful. Rise up, uncross that top leg. Extend the left leg back, hug the navel toward the spine, hinge forward, bound Virabhadrasana 3. Keep dropping the left hip down, square the hips. Fingers reach away from the hips. Micro bend in the standing leg. Beautiful. Press into that right leg. Rise up. Release. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Feet hip distance apart. Micro bend in the knees. Lift and lengthen. Relax the tailbone down. Gently engage the navel. Tadasana, mountain pose. Allow the eyes to close or just allow the gaze to be downward. Recall your sankalpa, your intention. Breathe that in. What is a kind thought you could offer to yourself right now? A loving thought you could offer to yourself. Beautiful, friends. Let's make our way back to the top of the mat if we have moved. Palms touch at the heart. Inhale, reach the arms up, lengthen up. Exhale, navel towards spine, hinge forward. Inhale, half lift and lengthen. Exhale, bend the knees, palms down, step back, or lightly hop back, move through your vinyasa. Make your way back, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Big toes touch. Inhale the right leg up and back. Exhale, softly step it through between the hands. Lower the back knee. Bring your right hand inside of the right foot and walk the right foot out to the right edge of the mat. Wrists are beneath shoulders here. This is a nice deep hip opener. So for some of us, this is as far as we are going. This is already a strong stretch. If that is you, please stay here, breathe deeply. If you'd like to experience more sensation, maybe bring one elbow down, maybe bring both elbows down. You can have the palms flat or maybe interlace the hands. Option to stay here if you'd like to take it one step further. Hug the navel toward the spine, tuck the back toes under, lift the back knee. Breathe. If the knee is lifted, release it down. If you're on your elbows, come back to your palms. Beautiful. Now we're going to turn all 10 toes to the right. So that means lifting your heels and also moving your back leg. So we're turning all 10 toes to the right here. Yes? So all my toes are facing the right side of my mat. From here, I'm going to start to drop my left hip down. So we're really opening into that side of the body. If it feels good, you can reach the right arm back for the, what is that? The left foot. Breathe deeply. Inhale, bring the right hand back. Bring yourself back to center. Turn your feet. Tuck your back toes under. Walk your right foot back in toward the midline. Extend back through the right leg. Press the hips back. So for here, we have the option to have the hands to the hips. If you have two blocks, you can use blocks. Or if you can reach, arms down, touching, hands touching. Hug the navel toward the spine. Drop the right hip down here. It has a tendency to shorten the right side body. So drop it down. Back of the neck is long, chin is slightly tucked. Breathe. Inhale to rock yourself forward to a low lunge. Step the right knee back. I guess it's not a step. Move your right knee back. High plank pose. Move through your vinyasa if you wish. We'll all meet back in Adho Mukha Svanasana. Big toes touch. Inhale the left leg up and back. Exhale, softly step it through between the hands. Lower the right knee. Left foot walks out to the edge of the mat. Left hand comes inside. Palms are down. Again, this may be it for you. Feel free to stay here. Otherwise, you can play with bringing one elbow down, maybe both elbows. Palms can be flat or maybe hands interlaced. And if this is comfortable and you'd like to add on, tuck the back toes under, lift the back knee. Breathe deeply. Sole of the left foot is firmly planted on the earth. If the knee is lifted, bring it down. If the elbows are down, come back up to the palms of the hands. Second side. And if this is too much of a deep stretch for you, feel free to skip it. Let's turn all 10 toes to the left this time. So you see I'm flexing my bottom leg and my top leg. So I'm flexing both feet. I keep saying leg, but I mean feet. Flexing both feet. You may find it more comfortable to walk your right hand a little further forward here. And then we drop that right hip down, maybe. And if it feels good, maybe reach the left hand back toward the right foot. Inhale, reach the left hand down. Turn your toes in, turn your hips forward. Walk your left foot back in toward the left hip, so it's more in the midline. Extend back. Hands to the hips, 2 blocks or the mat. Hug your navel toward your spine. Drop the left hip down. Yes, find length on the left side of the body. Breathe, back of the neck is long. Beautiful. Inhale, rock yourself forward, come back to a low lunge. Bring the left knee back, and we'll take, if you wish, a final vinyasa. So totally optional. High plank, inhale, exhale, lower down. Inhale, Bhujangasana or Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Big toes touch. Bring the right knee all the way up to the right wrist and release it down to the mat. Walk your right foot out so that it's in front of the left hip. Wiggle your left leg back rather than just dropping down. Let's create length on the front side of the body. So wiggle that foot back, back, back so that you come closer to the earth. And if the right hip is lifted, I invite you to keep it lifted so the hips are square. We don't want to drop off here. You see what happens in the spine. And of course, if there's any pain in the knee or any other joint here, please refrain from doing this. Do not do it. If you're familiar with the figure 4 stretch, reclining pigeon on the back, please take that as an option if that works better for your body. Option to stay here or begin to walk the hands forward, relax the torso down, maybe make a pillow with your hands. Breathe deeply. Relax the glutes, the jaw, the shoulders. Let's release any unnecessary tension as much as we can with the breath, slow, deep breaths. This pose often gives rise to discomfort. We hold so much emotion in the hips and often don't have deep stretching in the hips. A lot of sitting lifestyles. So when we come into this, sometimes we feel like screaming or crying, or we just feel a sense of, I gotta get out of this, or I wish the yoga instructor would stop talking. I want to, tape her mouth. So when this agitation comes up, it's an invitation to breathe even more deeply rather than just getting out of the pose or trying to get away from discomfort. Unless, of course, it's real pain and then we come out of it. Great, let's take one more breath here. When you're ready, slowly walk your hands in if you're leaning forward. And then an option for play here. Many of us can't move into this next pose, so feel free to just stay here, stretching the front side of the body a little bit, or maybe just still stretching that hip quite deeply. So if you'd like to play a little, bend your left knee, weight in your right hand, reach your hand back for the inside of the foot. So we have a nice open shoulder here, thumb points up to the sky. Beautiful. Option to stay here and kick the foot into the hand, or you can begin to bring the foot in closer toward the glute. Relax the jaw. If you have the foot, slowly release it. Beautiful. Tuck your back toes under. Bring your back knee in closer so we shorten the stance. Bring the right knee back. Take a couple of circles in each direction with the right knee. Right knee down. Pop yourself up. Actually, we should say slowly, gracefully lift yourself up into downward facing dog. And then slowly, gracefully bring the left knee up to the left wrist. Walk the foot out so that it's in front of the right hip. And then before coming down, wiggle that foot back. So we lengthen the front side of the body. If the left hip is lifted, allow it to remain lifted so the hips are square. Option to stay here or begin to come down. And again, if there's any pain, please choose another pose for your hips or just take a resting pose. Relax the jaw, the forehead. Many of us, if not most of us, hold unconscious tension quite deeply in the groin. This is where the root chakra is, our sense of survival and safety in the world. So we can consciously relax the pelvic muscles if possible. And one way to do this, if you're unfamiliar with how much tension is held there or how to release it, is to kind of engage your muscles like you're trying not to urinate. So you're causing this inner contraction. And then take a breath, really hold that contraction. And then when you exhale, totally let the contraction go. And this is a nice way to start to become more aware of these muscles that hold so much tension. One more slow, deep breath. If you're forward, use your hands to slowly come up. And then again, we'll play here if you wish. If you're not playing, that's perfectly okay. Weight in the left hand, bend the right leg, and reach your right hand back for the inside of the foot. Again here, so the inside of the foot, so the thumb is pointing upward. Option to stay here and kick the foot into the hand, or begin to bring the heel closer to the glute. And you can take whatever hand or arm position works for your body. It doesn't need to look like mine. If you have the foot, slowly release it, gracefully release it. Tuck the back toes under, bring the back knee in closer. Bring the left knee back. Take a couple of circles in each direction with that left knee. Left knee down, rock the hips side to side. Beautiful, friends. Come up onto one hip and make your way onto your back. We'll take just a brief twist before we move into Shavasana. Feel free to take any leg variation you wish for this pose. Let's bend the knees, bring the arms out to the sides, straight out if you have space, or cactus if you don't. Allow both knees to fall over to the left. Maybe keep that right shoulder rooted. Maybe use your left hand to encourage the top knee down. Turn your chin toward your right shoulder and breathe 5 breaths. Slowly move through center. Both knees fall over to the right. Left shoulder's rooted, chin toward left. Breathe. Inhale, come back to center. Rock a little side to side. Hug the knees in close. Curl your nose up toward your knees. Make yourself into a tiny little ball. Extend the legs down the mat. Take the feet wide. Toes fall out to the sides. Arms alongside the body, palms face upward. Tuck the shoulders under if that feels good. Chin is slightly tucked, and then relax the whole body. You can give a little shake and wiggle. Let everything soften into the earth. Close the eyes. I invite you to give yourself this gift of deep rest and stillness. For these next few minutes, there's nothing to do, nothing to think or figure out or change or fix. The thoughts pass like clouds, one by one. I invite you to stay here for as long as you like. If you're ready to complete, very slowly move your fingers and toes and start to deepen your breath. Inhale, reach your arms alongside your ears, long stretch. Exhale through the mouth. Bend your knees. Roll over onto one side. Stay here for a breath or two. Use your hands to come up to a seat with eyes closed. Palms touch at the heart in Anjali Mudra. We'll complete offering the benefit of our practice to all beings. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu 3 times. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. May all beings and all of creation be happy, peaceful, and free. Peace, peace, peace. I invite you to join me if you wish. Inhale. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. With great gratitude to you, my friend. Thank you for sharing your practice with me and our beautiful community today. Thanks for being here. If anyone has anything they wish to share, we'll take a couple of moments here together before we complete. Thank you for being here. And thank you so much for your donations. I'm so grateful for your support. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks, Yadi. Nice to see you. As a reminder, our group here on the app, just a loving space to connect with other like-minded people and to offer support and receive support. Love heals all. Great, Emma. Thank you. Wonderful, Julia. Thank you. Beautiful. I trust some of you are still in Shavasana, just integrating, nourishing your beloved self. Beautiful, beautiful. Glad you're feeling that energy, that vitality. It's amazing how so often when we're tired, yes, sometimes we're tired because we're physically tired. However, often we feel tired because it's emotional exhaustion, emotional fatigue, or because there's a sense of resistance. There's something we are feeling anxious about or concerned about, or there's something we don't want to do. And that internal resistance causes this pseudo exhaustion. We can also feel that way through mental overwhelm. Even though the physical body might be very vital, if the mind is overwhelmed and agitated, we experience it often as exhaustion. But then if we find we use certain techniques, yoga asanas, pranayama, breathing techniques, meridian tapping, these different techniques, and of course there are so many that move energy, sometimes we'll find we go from feeling tiredness to way more vital and energized just from that stagnant energy or stagnant emotion moving. Okay. So our next time together will be my time, June 29th. And I think that's at 10 a.m. Eastern time. Don't quote me on that. Please check my live schedule here on my profile page on the Insight Timer app. And then you can see all of our upcoming classes. We will have a little bit of a pause while I'm traveling. Then I'll be back. Thank you. So much deep gratitude to you. I love you. Enjoy the rest of your day or night. And I'll see you soon. Blessings, sweet friends. Love you.